Question is, are we alone? Are human beings the only possessors of eyes that probe the depths of the universe? The only builders of devices to extend the natural senses? The only owners of minds that strive to understand and
see
interpret
something
what
bad,
is seen
close
and
your
sensed?
eyes and tell yourself
And answer is,
it's not there. And when you open them again, it will be
you
gone.
just let me work, for Christ's sake. The system is not intended to ever shut down. If it is shut down, it assumes that there is a problem somewhere. It requires you to start up everything manually. Otherwise, if there were a short somewhere, the system would start up, short out, start up again, short out again, in an endless cycle. After a reset, all the system modules have to be brought online manually. Quickly, he went back to work. Why manually? Gennaro said. Will you just let me work, for Christ's sake?
There was some opposition to the thought of sending out messages at all. The nub of that opposition rests with the question, why attract attention? Suppose I do announce my presence. Am I not simply inviting civilizations advanced beyond mine, which have hitherto not been aware of my presence, to make for us at full speed and to arrive with the intention of taking over our world? The chances seem to me to be strongly against that. I have explained earlier why I consider it very likely that civilizations that have abandoned beyond our own level of technology will be peaceful. Even if not peaceful, civilizations are very likely confined to their own planetary systems. In the very unlikely case that a civilization is warlike and is also roaming freely through space, it has probably examined all stars and is aware of my presence. It is hard to answer the unreasoning fears that assume the very worst combination of possibilities. Suppose that I send out a vicious and warlike statement of myself. What would that say? What would that mean to these people? Accepting that argument, should we not, for our own safety, find out as much as we can about these people, about these monsters, about who they are, about what their intentions are, and what they're up to doing? In other words, abandoning any attempt to send messages, which are ineffective in any case, ought we not to make every attempt to receive messages? If we do receive a message and decipher it and decide we don't like what we hear, there is, after all, no reason why we have to answer it.
It's been annoyingly persistent for a while. Please don't be sad. Even if the world doesn't forgive you, I will forgive you. Please don't be sad. Even if you don't forgive the world, I will forgive you. So please tell me, what should I do that you'll forgive me? What does she have to apologize so much for?
Looking about at those people, looking at them as they looked at me, I knew what they were thinking. I was just a fake. I had something hidden inside of me that they were wondering about. They were suspicious of me, of what it was that I was hiding, of what I had known or knew. Deep within inside of me, I was conscious of this fact. I was conscious of the fact that they were not the humans. They were not the people that I had thought that they were. They were misguided individuals. So I went out into the night, knowing this. I was all alone. But then, to the corner, I saw it. I saw a man big and heavy. I saw a man in the shadows looking at me and staring. Was it a scarecrow or was it a beast? I was not sure. I wasn't sure of what it was. But I kept going and walking because I needed the time to figure things out. I needed a chance to just think about my life and analyze it and come up with a solution as to why I am even here on this planet. Why I am all alone here. But the shadow kept coming. The shadow kept coming towards me. Knowing this, I ran. I ran into the dark night with a moon